What if your future health is not something random, not something decided only by genetics, and not something that happens suddenly, but instead something that is being built silently every single day through the smallest decisions you make without even noticing? Most people wake up, go through their daily routines, eat what is available, sit for long hours, deal with stress, sleep late, and repeat the same cycle again the next day. It feels normal because everyone around them is doing the same thing. But what feels normal is not always what is healthy. And the human body is constantly responding to these patterns in ways that are slow, silent, and deeply powerful over time. Right now, your body is actively working to maintain balance. Every second, your heart is pumping blood, your lungs are supplying oxygen, your brain is processing thoughts, and your digestive system is breaking down whatever you consumed recently. But beyond these visible functions, there are thousands of invisible processes happening inside your body that are directly influenced by your lifestyle choices. Your energy levels, your metabolism, your immune system, your hormone balance, and even your mental clarity are all being shaped continuously. The most important thing to understand is that the human body is not designed to react instantly to long-term habits. Instead, it adapts gradually. This adaptation is both a strength and a danger. It is a strength because it allows humans to survive in different environments. But it is also a danger because it allows unhealthy habits to go unnoticed for a long time. A person can live with poor sleep, unhealthy food, lack of exercise, and constant stress for years without realizing the damage being done internally. In modern life, especially in countries like the United States, convenience has become a major part of daily living. Fast food, processed meals, packaged snacks, sugary drinks, and highly refined carbohydrates are everywhere. They are affordable, accessible, and designed to taste good. But what most people do not realize is that these foods are often engineered for short-term pleasure rather than long-term health. They provide quick energy, but lack the nutrients needed to sustain the body properly over time. When you consume high amounts of processed sugar, your blood sugar levels rise quickly. This gives you a short burst of energy, but soon after, your body experiences a crash. This crash leads to fatigue, irritability, and cravings for more sugar. This creates a cycle where the body keeps asking for quick energy sources instead of stable, long-lasting nutrition. Over time, this pattern can lead to metabolic imbalance, weight gain, and reduced energy efficiency. But diet is only one part of the bigger picture. Another major factor affecting health today is physical inactivity. The human body is designed to move regularly. Movement is not just about exercise, it is about survival. Walking, stretching, lifting, and basic physical activity all contribute to maintaining healthy circulation, muscle strength, and metabolic function. However, modern lifestyles involve long hours of sitting at desks, in cars, in front of screens, or while relaxing at home. When the body remains in a sitting position for too long, circulation slows down, muscles become less active, energy expenditure decreases. Over time, this leads to stiffness, reduced flexibility, and slower metabolism. Many people begin to feel tired, even without doing much physical work. But instead of recognizing inactivity as the cause, they often assume it is just normal fatigue. Sleep is another critical element of health that is often underestimated. Sleep is not just rest, it is a biological repair system. During sleep, the body repairs damaged cells, balances hormones, processes memories, and resets energy systems. When sleep is reduced or disrupted, the body cannot complete these essential functions properly. Over time, this leads to reduced concentration, mood swings, weakened immunity, and increased appetite. One of the most important hormones affected by poor sleep is cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. When cortisol levels remain elevated for long periods, it can contribute to fat storage, particularly around the abdominal area. This is why many people struggle with belly fat, even when they are not eating excessively. It is not always about calories alone. It is also about hormonal balance and stress regulation. Stress itself has become one of the most powerful silent health disruptors in modern society. Unlike physical threats, modern stress is psychological and continuous. Financial pressure, work demands, social expectations, personal responsibilities, and constant digital stimulation all contribute to a state of ongoing stress. When the body experiences stress, it activates a survival response. This response is helpful in short bursts, but harmful when it becomes constant. During stress, the body prioritizes survival over digestion, repair, and long-term health. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes shallow, and digestion slows down. If this state continues for long periods, it can lead to fatigue, digestive issues, sleep problems, and emotional instability. Many people do not realize how deeply stress affects physical health because the effects are gradual rather than immediate. Hydration is another essential factor that is often ignored. Water is involved in almost every function in the human body. It supports digestion, nutrient transport, temperature regulation, brain function, and joint lubrication. Yet many people do not drink enough water throughout the day. Instead, they rely on coffee, soda, or energy drinks. While these beverages may provide temporary stimulation, they do not properly hydrate the body and can sometimes increase dehydration over time. Even mild dehydration can affect energy levels, focus, and mood. Many people misinterpret dehydration as hunger or fatigue, leading to unnecessary eating or increased caffeine consumption. Simply improving water intake can significantly improve daily performance and mental clarity. Inflammation is another important concept in understanding long-term health. Inflammation is a natural defense mechanism that helps the body fight injury and infection. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, it begins to damage healthy tissues. Chronic inflammation is linked to many modern health conditions, including heart issues, metabolic disorders, and joint problems. The most common contributors to chronic inflammation are poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, and inactivity. The problem is that inflammation develops silently over time. There are no immediate warning signs in the early stages. This is why many people are surprised when health issues appear suddenly, even though the underlying process has been developing for years. Breathing is another powerful but often overlooked factor. Most people breathe shallowly throughout the day, especially when stressed or focused. Shallow breathing reduces oxygen intake and can affect both physical and mental performance. Deep breathing, on the other hand, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps the body relax, recover, and restore balance. Something as simple as controlled breathing exercises can have a significant impact on overall well-being. When you combine all these factors, diet, sleep, stress, movement, hydration, and breathing, you begin to see a clear pattern. Health is not the result of one single habit. It is the outcome of many small habits repeated consistently over time. And the human body is constantly responding to these habits, whether positive or negative. One of the most important truths about the human body is that it always sends signals before serious problems develop. These signals can include fatigue, low energy, sleep disturbances, digestive discomfort, changes in appetite, mood fluctuations, and reduced focus. The problem is not that these signals are absent, but that they are often ignored because they seem minor at first. People tend to adapt to discomfort instead of addressing it. They normalize tiredness. They accept low energy as part of life. They ignore small changes in their body until those changes become more noticeable. But by the time symptoms become strong, the underlying issue has often been developing for a long time. The good news is that the body is also highly responsive to positive changes. Small improvements in daily habits can lead to significant improvements in health over time. Increasing physical activity, improving sleep quality, reducing processed food intake, drinking more water, and managing stress can all contribute to noticeable changes in energy and well-being. Health is not about perfection. It is about consistency. It is not about making extreme changes overnight, but about making small improvements that can be maintained over time. The body responds to consistency more than intensity. Even simple actions, when repeated daily, can create long-term transformation. Many people believe that health is complicated, but in reality, it is simple. The challenge lies not in understanding what to do, but in actually doing it consistently. In a busy world filled with distractions, responsibilities, and habits, maintaining consistency becomes difficult. But once consistency is achieved, the results are powerful. Your body is not separate from your lifestyle. It is a reflection of it. Every choice you make today is contributing to the version of your body that will exist in the future. And this future is not fixed. It is constantly being shaped by your present actions. And that is the most important truth to understand about human health. It is not something that happens to you. It is something you are actively creating every single day.